Can you smell that? WrestleMania 38, the most awaited two-night event, was held in Dallas. Apparently, it was one of the highest grossing and most attended events in the whole history of the WWE. Now, what happens when you take the WWE in its prime and mix it with the best stadium in the world, according to LeBron James? You have a recipe for a smash hit. SoFi Stadium, aka the best stadium, is teaming up with the WWE, aka WrestleMania, to create the ultimate event. SoFi, with the naming rights to the stadium, is going to get a lot of free publicity. Stephen Forbes once said, "Your brand is your single most important investment you can make in your business." For your information, marketing is a key factor in keeping the business rolling. In this video, we're going to go over how the SoFi Stadium WrestleMania collab could affect SoFi the brand, and how anyone attending this event can get exclusive perks like going through a shorter line and hanging out in the lounge area instead of being up there in the clouds. Now let's get this thing started. Real quick though, we are not financial advisors and this is not financial advice, so always do your own due diligence. Also, for you hardcore SoFi investors out there, feel free to check out our SoFi focused Patreon. At this point, we've created well over 130 videos on SoFi since the IPOE days, so if you want to know our price targets, buy ranges, and see our entire SoFi position and stocks on our personal watch list, then check out the link below or check out our pinned comment. Recently, WWE announced that WrestleMania will happen at SoFi Stadium on April 1st and 2nd next year. WrestleMania is considered the biggest event of the wrestling year. We remember a lot of shows getting called off due to the health crisis, one of them being WrestleMania, which is now about to kick off next year, hopefully. Some huge names are coming up at SoFi Stadium. Paul McCartney on May 13th, The Weeknd and Doja Cat on September 2nd, and Motley Crue and Def Leppard performing on August 27th, 2022. Tickets sold out faster than you can say. Right now, SoFi is making the most of its important expenses in marketing, making it about 43% of its total net revenue of $984.87 million for the whole year of 2021. SoFi acquired a 20-year naming rights deal with the Rams and Chargers about 3 years ago. Believe it or not, it's one of the first few things secured by Commander Noto, and it's actually not a common move for an 8-year-old startup. So far, this bold bet has paid off massively though, garnering SoFi millions upon millions of eyeballs.
Good night, sweet prince. Oh, no!
WrestleMania 39 may just be the greatest WrestleMania yet. Without a doubt, this will be the greatest venue WrestleMania has ever been hosted in. Fans will be able to enjoy this event and also hear SoFi's name for the very first time. SoFi, SoFi, SoFi. Brand awareness will shoot through the roofs, and who knows how many fans will ultimately become SoFi members. This will be one step closer to SoFi becoming a household name. Every move counts. Luckily, Noto and the SoFi gang said no worries. SoFi's marketing is using innovation as its core strategy to craft their much needed products just to make sure that SoFi stays the leading one-stop shop among the key players in the fintech industry. The stock price goes up and the stock price goes down, whether in the general market or the company itself. One of the keys to making the brand stand out is getting your marketing onto the next level, and SoFi is currently doing that. According to Next Advisor, in the long run, stock prices converge towards the present value of future cash flows generated by the underlying business. Ultimately, these fundamental factors will have the greatest influence on stock prices. Shout out to the people who showed us support in our previous video: Jimmy Jim, the OG, Michael Summer, George Lara, Timothy Mills, and special shouts out to Vince McMahon. For those of you who are hungry for some more SoFi content, make sure to check out our SoFi Patreon, which will be linked in the description below, or check out the first pinned comment. On our Patreon, we will of course list our position and price targets, and on top of that, every Patreon member will get shouted out in every single video we upload, while they are an active member of course, for the entirety of the channel. So be sure to check that out. That wraps it up for today's video, guys. We're sitting pretty here in the trenches and taking roll call of who's still here. Comment the trenches down below so we know who's still holding. For those of you attending WrestleMania in 2023, comment who you're excited to see in the comments below. If you found any value whatsoever in this video, please smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Until next time, peace.